All right, guys, so this is the measurement video. We're gonna go through John's measurement sheet here. We did his about 4 weeks ago, and he's trying to lose body fat. So we're gonna go through all the measurements, and I'll explain how to do each one of those effectively so that you can replicate it each time, okay? So first we'll start with his neck. You wanna, of course, line up on the broadest part of the neck, and the best place to do it is from behind, okay? I'm gonna have you turn a little bit, John. Go around the neck, and then right at the end of your tape measure, 15. Now, since John started, we've gone from 202 down to 199. And using the calipers and tape really tells us the difference between if we lost muscle, if we lost fat, where we may have put on muscle. If John has a goal to put size on his arms, this would be a good way to tell us if his program is effective. Now, when you do the shoulders, you want to look for the broadest part of his shoulders. And I'm gonna have him breathe in and do a big breath out, all the air out, and then you just clock where that stops. And then you'll go arms up. So for males and females, it's different. For males, you want to go as high up as you can so that you get the high insertion point of the lat. For females, you want to go from a side view and look at the broadest part of the chest. Go ahead and go arms down, deep breath in, deep breath out. Then you will do the waist. So that is right in between where the hips and the rib cage meet. If you have a tough time finding it, you can have them bend over just a little bit, find where that crease is, and then post the tape. Deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath. Ooh, do a big drop there. Sweet. Then you'll do the hips. Now it's different on the sheet, but it's easier to just go all the way down the torso and then do the extremities. So you're gonna have them stand hip width apart, not outside the hips, and then try and have the toes point straight forward. Look from the side, and you wanna do the broadest part of the glutes. Then when you do the arms, you wanna look at the bony point that pokes out there. Have them hold their arm at 90, and then you want to do the midpoint of that. So if he's got 15 inches there, you want to do about 7.5. Some people's arms are different. I would also say doing the broadest part of their arm is wisest, okay? And then you'll have them relax, braced up against the body, and then track the thickest part of the arm. All right. Then for their thighs, what you're gonna have them do is post their foot up at a 90-degree angle, and then you're gonna measure the thickest part of their thigh as well. Usually that's pretty high up on the thigh, and so you'll bring the tape up there and then measure up top. Switch. And then you will have them sit for the calf measurements, and you'll measure the broadest part of their calf. Now, moving on to the calipers, you always want to do this on the left side of their body. So whenever you're doing the pec, you want to do the midline between their chest and their armpit. You want to gather up with both pinches, leave the top grip, and then do the calipers, okay? Then release your fingers, see where it lands. And if you're kind of feeling like you're slipping, you can do up to 3 different measurements and then just take the average of those 3, okay? Now you do the tricep, you want to do the middle part of their tricep. You'll do a long pinch with both hands, kind of pull away, and then caliper, okay? Release the hand. And if you want to do multiple, you can. Now when you do the mid-ax, you're going to want them to rest their arm on top of your shoulder, and you want it to go right along the nipple line and directly below the center of the armpit. From there you'll pinch and track it. Now, when you do their scapula, you're gonna have them go arm behind the back. and you're gonna look right for this scapular ridge here, okay? You're gonna go right below the ridge, you're gonna pinch, and then have them drop the arm down, okay, to relax the muscle. You'll feel how much easier it is to grab once they relax the muscle. And then you're calipering. Track that as well. Now you can do these with a shirt, guys. If you need to, just pinch the shirt, and if it's a thick shirt, then deduct. Most shirts are anywhere between 1 and 2 millimeters. Okay, and now we're gonna do the hip crest. So this one should be right in line with that hip bone. You're gonna do a pinch horizontally like that, or not horizontally, excuse me, at an angle with the hip line, okay? From there, you'll pinch and then track. Now with the belly button, you'll find the belly button. You can do it through the shirt, or you can have them lift their shirt, and then it's an inch away from the belly button, okay? Now in some of these pinches, if they're tough to grab, you can pinch and then kind of pull away, and on the more muscular spots, that will help you get a more accurate measurement. You'll see that on the thigh. The thigh is probably one of the toughest ones to get. And sometimes on the stomach, it's tough to release. Okay, and then the last one is the thigh. You're gonna have them rest their heel on top of their other foot. We'll go pant leg up. You don't wanna grab really long here, okay? So leave about a 2-inch to 1-inch space in between. Pinch and pull away. And then track it. And that is how you do your measurements.